got the trash picked up. We got a bag here with some garbage in it. And we're going to try to panhandle up $10, get some more gas and something to eat. If we get lucky, we'll get us a pulled pork sandwich. Just make sure we can... That smells delicious. Wow, that smells just so good. Oh my God. Maybe sitting here ain't so smart of an idea. My stomach might start talking more than I do. Oh, the driver acknowledged my existence, so the person in the back, the guy in the passenger seat, at least looked at me without giving me a dirty look. That's kind of pleasant. Especially after the car right before them, those weren't very nice looking looks. I'm not sure if you guys are able to see it, but I tried to set it up so you could. These folks are going to look straight forwards. If they were to look to the right, it would mean that they were acknowledging an illusion or a mirage. It's kind of funny when they do that. It's not so funny when they end up making a turn in the wrong direction because they refuse to look at you and they pull out in front of some traffic they weren't paying attention to because it was in the same direction that you're at. It's not intelligent. If you're willing to risk your life and the lives of others because you don't want to see a homeless person, well, you got some severe mental problems. Angel! That guy's badass. He's one of the folks who helped me out when I first got here. When my car was stuck in the parking lot. He helped me to try to push start it. Him and 3 other individuals who work here. Tried to help jumpstart my vehicle too. Try to keep a smile on my face, or at least somewhat of a semblance of it. It's hard to keep one on, and it's also important not to smile if it's not genuine. So, happy thoughts. Just a little bit of pixie dust and some happy thoughts, right? blonde-haired, blue-eyed white girl. Probably not going to stop. Yo, with the millions of dollars I made today panhandling, I'm gonna go buy myself another convertible. Go home to my mansion. You guys have all heard them stories, I'm sure. Most of those panhandlers out there are rich. I seen that guy out on the corner out there. Man, he raked in hundreds and hundreds of dollars in like 30 minutes, man, just off people's sympathy. Then there he goes into his convertible BMW. I'm like, what the fuck? Or a convertible Corvette or a convertible McLaren. It's always a convertible in those stories, ain't it? Man, them homeless people, most of them are rich, My dad tried telling me that shit when I was younger, too. No, Dad. That's about as fucking far-fetched as it gets. Stand up, make sure my car's all right. All right, I split up some straps on a little light. It's probably over behind some other vehicle. It's probably on the other side of something that's bigger than it. Oh, this sign says. It's just spare change. That's cute. So this doesn't happen very often. Sometimes somebody drives right past me and then cranes their neck to try to acknowledge my existence and wave. Almost like they realized they were being rude as an afterthought. Someone calling themselves Maddie Perez typed, "How are you?" Hi, Maddie. I'm broke. and I'm hungry, and I can smell a pulled pork sandwich. They're making a pulled pork sandwich there with my name on it. If I can make enough money in time, I'm gonna want to put money in gas in my vehicle first. So even that man acknowledged my existence. Alright, so I'm trying to make enough for $5 worth of gas, and beyond that, a pulled pork sandwich. My goal is $10. The pulled pork sandwich is probably, I'd guess, around $8 or $9, and then probably another $4 or $5 if I get a meal. So I'll be happy if I get a pulled pork sandwich out of it. I don't need the meal. I got 0 cents on my food stamp card too, so luckily I got me some juice a few minutes ago. That was a very nice looking car. Were there any of y'all expecting that nice looking car to drop something? Probably not. Person coming up, maybe. Well, they smiled at me, both of them. I do accept smiles. We're making mint, aren't we? Matty Perez made a smiley face or some sort. Man, I gotta tell you, I've made so much money today, I might be able to afford 2 convertibles. I didn't do too bad though. I was able to put some liquids in me. I was able to get, well, I already had the jalapenos and the Southwest hot mustard, so I guess I didn't get those today, but made enough to keep myself in liquids. And that man acknowledged our existence. Very pleasant. Even if with my weird hairdo, I do look a little on the strange side. better be done scratching myself. People might think I got fleas. I might got fleas anyway. And that lady at least smiled. That's better than nothing. Thank you. Thanks very much. Thank you, ma'am. Whoa. That lady is a smart driver. Well done, ma'am. Way to be defensive. Absolutely. That lady narrowly missed getting squished by that Walmart truck by about 2 inches. She was able to turn to the right just in time. And of course, it was rather predictable that it wasn't going to be a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white girl that gave me my first money. Just like that guy who gave me $5 earlier that I spent on something to drink. He had a very thick accent. Of course, Dean has been real heavy on my mind today for obvious reasons. Those of you who have been following that story, he's a mentally disabled man here who he's got his entire life took this morning. Everything he owned, they pulled them nasty tricks that they do, those expensive tricks to justify the things that they do that are evil. And the things they did to that man, knowing his disabilities, those things are evil. We already know how they're going to try selling it to the public. We've also got the situation recorded. If I had $1 million, had $1 million, buy me a brand new house. No, I wouldn't. I would not buy a brand new house. I'd buy a chunk of property and I'd invite a bunch of hobos to live there. We'd have ourselves some pulled pork sandwiches. Well, that man at least acknowledged our presence. I nodded to him and he nodded back. $1 million. If I had $1 million, had $1 million, I'd donate them to dolls with cancer, but not real cancer because they're dolls. Another thing about doing this is trying to keep yourself busy mentally. You might be waiting a while. Dang, that thing's loud. Ooh. That thing is scary looking. Dear God, and I thought I had a small penis. Did I say that out loud? Alright, defensive driving. I think this is the part where I'm supposed to be hooting and hollering about fairies and unicorns and the Illuminati, right? Alien conspiracies and all that. Aren't I supposed to be yelling at every vehicle that goes by and doesn't give me money? Pretend like they're evil for it. Isn't that the stereotype? Yeah, I know this is boring. Of course, those of you who came to my channel from one of the Natalie Bollinger sites, you're getting a real big letdown right now because I'm not acting like a nut job. I'm not threatening to kill people like you're wanting to expect me to, you know? 420 smoke joint type, you good, it's fine. Cool. So, of course, we got $1 and some change already. We've been here probably close to 30 minutes because I think I turned off the video and turned it sideways. So we're averaging probably, I don't know, maybe $4 an hour. That's not bad. I mean, at least comparatively speaking, with absolutely nothing. More people who acknowledge my existence, which is always nice. Sun come back out from behind the clouds. Just too bad this thing is hard to read. I pick up some of this smaller garbage. We'll pick up the trash in between the cars. Well, I'm sorry if I busted any stereotypes with y'all today. Maybe tomorrow we'll get our convertible BMW. Maybe tomorrow we'll get our mansion. Maybe tomorrow I'll scream and shout at every car that drives by. Threaten everybody who looks different than me. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. Although I do hope that guy over there with the backpack and the dog comes over here to let me pet his dog. He's got what looks to be a German Shepherd cross. No, he's coming sort of this way, but it looks like he's got his car parked up by the Goodwill over there. That's right, I don't have to pet his dog. Dogs make everything better. White guy with sunglasses and a baseball cap, yeah, it's probably not gonna happen. Had a this Toyota. Oh no, there's a Toyota. It looks about like my car. It's just a bit bigger, and my car was hiding behind it. Believe it or not, was a Porsche. What are the chances of somebody in a Porsche giving you a dime? Absolutely nothing. If they gave you a dime, they wouldn't have a Porsche. Those guys must be panhandlers. They must be the ones making the millions of dollars I'm hearing about. Nah, couldn't be. That wasn't a convertible. The reason I laughed is because I often see people who do that just so they can pretend they can't see us. That's one of the few times that somebody did it because they actually had the sun in their eyes. Sun's starting to go down. Thank goodness for that young lady who gave me $1 something. $1 something. Might be enough to get a can of smoked oysters or maybe some sardines. Basically, it's just enough to cover the gas to get here, but that's all right because it's basically trading that gas for sustenance, not a complete loss. Violet's going to sleep. put this away for a bit. I'm gonna go try to dig out my Sharpie. That young lady acknowledged my presence and my existence, which is pleasant. A lot of people just drove by and didn't acknowledge my existence, but you know what? They have to, and they're not required to. For me, at least I did what I set up to do, which is to come pick up the garbage that was cluttering up this place. Looks good now, don't it? Well, except for the pipe there that's all busted to shit. That's part of their irrigation. Oh, and if I mess with it, they might pretend like I'm the one who broke it to shit. Businesses are commonly doing shit like that, and although nobody at Walmart, except for that mean old gray-haired, short, fat lady, other than her, nobody here has given me any indication that they would do such a thing. Of course, I nod to people as they drive by. I guess if we see any garbage on the way between here and my car, we'll go ahead and pick it up. Since there wasn't actually much up there, I think they sent somebody up there to clean it. They must have, because that's a lot less trash than I'm used to. All right. Well, we're not going to pick up the broken glass because that's not intelligent. Pick up this here suction cup though. And this here bottle cap for Doritos that has been flattened out. Well, being as there's no battery left on my external battery, I should probably unplug it. My phone is probably getting pretty low, and I've almost tripped over my shoelace twice, so it's probably a good time to tie that. We also got more garbage in the middle of the road. Pardon somebody's safety glasses. Alright, well, we'll call that good for the day. Alright, so as always, and I'm not trying to claim that all white people are bad people, but still, again, thank goodness for your town. If it weren't for Hispanic folks, immigrants, well, I'd be pretty well screwed. I probably would have ended up in the hospital with heat exhaustion. Great. Now that's not to say that no white folks have helped me throughout any of this, because that would be untrue. It just seems to me that it's brown folks looking out. It's people who know about poverty and have lived in poverty looking out for the impoverished. I keep getting told I gotta look out for my own, and us white people gotta look out for people, and blah 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 blah. I'm too Jewish for those people who say that to give a shit. So I don't get to be part of their little I'm just not quite white enough. Now you guys get to see, it's not just my words. We've got to hear from at least two other homeless folks talking about how decent Hispanic folks are in this area. I got to turn sideways. You've also gotten to see while I'm panhandling and while I'm picking up trash. Again, it's the Hispanic folks who are looking out for me. When it comes to my vehicle, when it's busted down and I'm having issues with getting it started, it's Hispanic folks who pull over and help me. Primarily. And like I said, not all brown folks are Hispanic. Not all brown folks are Mexicans, as Nebraskans like to pretend. The dirtiest looks that we got today, of course, were primarily from white women. A lot of dirty looks from white women today. But despite that, it wasn't too terrible of a day. Had a fucking thing. We had a few decent folks, although they didn't give us a whole bunch of money and make us rich so we could buy a mansion like we hear in those stories. And although we didn't earn enough money that we're rich enough to buy a convertible like we hear about in those stories, we got some decent people to acknowledge that, of course, I exist. We had some people who smiled. We had some people who waved. We even had a young lady give me $1 something. And that is much appreciated. Of course, this is Oregon. It's one of those, what do they call them? Sanctuary states. So there's going to be a lot more Hispanic folks and, immigrants also from Canada in a state like this. Out of the people who helped me to start my car when it was busted down, a lot of those folks didn't even speak English, and they still stopped to try to help. All right, more garbage. Might as well pick that up. It's not real super unsightly, but it is brightly colored. Now, I don't know how many of y'all are aware of this. I've probably said this a few times on my YouTube channel. I have paid a lot of money for people to teach me Spanish. And of course, I don't speak any Spanish. Also, my phone is below 5% now. I can tell because how dim it is. So I'm gonna, I guess, turn this off, see if I have enough for a can of sardines or something, and then I'll be back. All right, where's the